Hello everybody, so I've come up with a team comp that can entirely replace the SSR team comp for Meliodas. If you just pulled Meliodas and still want a strong team comp to rush bosses, I recommend you guys to run this Meliodas, Bug, Slater and Dreadin. So I'll go over all of their abilities and explain to you guys why I think this team comp is so good. So let's start with Dreadin, probably a really big surprise for many of you guys, as not really anyone has used him yet, but I am using him as a replacement for a Many-Her Q. So what Many-Her Q does is it increases the crit damage you do by 30% and increases your magic charging efficiency by 25%. Most people use this as the crit damage increase, but I've chosen to use Dreadin with the Rapier as a replacement for this, as his ultimate increases the attack of allies in range by 10% for 15 seconds, which is nearly identical to the extra output Many gives, and it's pretty easy to use as well. You just use it before the fight starts and you get some benefit out of it. This will be way stronger when you get its potential to 10. I do not have this yet. This is going to take some time, but if you upgrade him and pull him a few more times, you'll be able to get an extra 10% attack boost, so you have a 25% attack boost, and you'll be getting 10 seconds more of his ultimate duration, so it stays for 25 seconds, which is way better than the 15 seconds, because now you only get the benefit for about 1 to 2 E attacks of Meliodas, but it's still a really good replacement for Manny, as you can set it up before the dragon lands. The rest of his kit is pretty much useless, but that's alright, we just use him for the ultimate. It only takes 2 magic orbs, and it's really nice to set up. I will show you guys later. Then we have Slater, the MVP of my last video. He has an insane kit. He has a passive which is really good, increases crit damage by 30% on bleeding enemies, his Q that inflicts bleed and does crit resistance down for 30 seconds for 20%, and if you use his ultimate you even increase the damage the enemy is taking by 25% more, but we won't be using that. We will just be using the Q. Then we have Bug for the combo ultimate with Meliodas. The rest of his kit does not really matter. I'm not using his outfit ability, but his passive is that if an allied hero attacks a cursed enemy, their darkness damage increases by 20%. So if you apply curse on the enemy, you will be doing 20% more darkness damage, but I'm not sure if curse gets inflicted with the combo ultimate, but I will check this and show it on screen right now if it does. And then we have Meliodas, which is our DPS of this team and the character I'm making the most videos of right now. He is incredibly strong. Mine is entirely maxed out, so it's not really fair to compare my damage to your own. But once you get the 5th potential, which I really recommend you guys try to get, you only have to pull 2 of him, or you pull him once and buy him once from the dupe shop later on. You will be able to get this whatsoever. So just try to unlock this as soon as you can. So you only have to do 1 Q attack before you spam E, because if you are going to do 2 Q attacks before you go and spam E, you'll lose a lot of darkness burst and you'll probably not do as much damage as you were hoping. And these other stars amplify damage by a lot still, so do not really expect to do the same amount of damage. But you will get quite close if you have the 5th potential unlocked, which is pretty free to play friendly. You only have to pull him twice and then you're able to get to the star. So now I'll show you guys this combo and explain how to use it in the boss fight against the dragon again, as he has the largest health pool and we're trying to speedrun this one the most. But again, this comp works against every single enemy. Alright. Let's try this with Dreadin first. I tried to record it before, but I missed my Q with Slater, so I had to redo this fight. So yeah, he's going to fly towards us. Right here we're going to press our ultimate. Then we're going to spam our abilities real quick. We're going to Q him. There we go. We're going to use both our bug stuff, hit him, do the comp ultimate. There we go. Q once, spam E. We're doing a lot of damage right now. And there we go, we got him down. And this only takes us 35 seconds, and 85 milliseconds. So this comp is almost on par with the SSR variants of this comp as well. You don't need many, and you do not need her combo ultimate either. It's not unbalanced that you don't have her Q, because you will just be able to use this team that I showed you right here with Dreadin, with Slater and Bug. You'll get almost the same result as with Manny, as my best run with Manny is 34 seconds. So I'm probably able to shave something off and get to 32 by doing it a bit quicker or a bit better. But I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to get as close as possible with this comp. You do not have to invest in these characters at all. They're really free to play friendly. The only investment you have is Meliodas by upgrading all 3 of his weapons, getting him good substats on the weapons itself. You need to roll this a lot so you get good values here. You're going to try to upgrade this when you can, and these 2 you just have to get them to level 50 for the extra attack on Meliodas. Give him a good gear set, but all these 3, it doesn't matter. This character, Bug, he increases darkness damage by 40%, but it does not really matter because I did not use this ability. I just went straight to Meliodas. I just use his abilities to get enough ult orbs because you need 8 of them. So yeah, just use Dreadin's ultimate, go into Slater's Q, use this guy to restore your ult orbs, go to Meliodas, attack once, ult him, and burst him down. So the whole combo will be, again, Dreadin ultimate, then you QQE to get as much back of the burst orbs as possible. Then we'll go to Slater, use his E, right here, use his E, and then you will hold his Q, hit the dragon with your Q, go to him, use your EQ, swap to Meliodas, hit once left click, then use your ultimate, combined with Bug for 6 orbs, Q once, and eat the dragon to death. That's the only thing that this comp needs, and I'm pretty sure that everyone will be able to do this. If you want to do more damage, you could try to incorporate Slater his axe, because there's an axe in the gacha I talked about last video that will give you 50% more damage when hitting an enemy on 100 HP. That's a really strong axe, and I recommend you guys get that for him for sure if you can, and if you have it, got lucky enough to get it. And for Bug, really just use him to recharge your ultimate and go for Meliodas' ultimate. It's extremely good that you can do this with a free character, but if you have many, I still recommend using her. You can probably use this comp as well. If you change out the Bug for Manny, you can just use Dreadin's ultimate, Manny Q, Slater Q, and Meliodas. You'll be able to combo ult with Manny and burst down and do even more damage. But if you do not have Manny and no other SSR characters, this is going to be the comp you're going to want to be using. So yeah guys, I hope this helped you out. I hope you guys can go and defeat this dragon more quickly now, and I hope to see you next one. Bye bye.